Good evening, Randomizer fans, and welcome to Final Fantasy Randomizer Lefeinian Ladder Grand Ultimate Championship match. I don't actually know if it's that. My name is Lord Fizzlebeak. Joined with me in the booth today is Dark Moon. How's it going, Dark Moon?
It's going. We had some technical difficulties at the start. The runners asked for blind flags. I made a very fun crafted flag set, and then something I turned on in the blind flags didn't want to generate a seed, and once you hide them, you can't unhide them. So I had to try and remake them from memory, and that took, 8-9 attempts for me to do before they finally worked right? So, but yeah, no, it's fun. This is a championship match. We did our first week of Lefeinian games, and Phoenixff had the right to challenge Ale, so Phoenixff challenged Ale, and this is what they're doing, and if Phoenixff wins, he gets to be the quote-unquote champ until someone steals it from him. Yep.
So, we have a flag set, and there's the most important things to note about it is that none of our runners know what the flag set is. I don't know what the flag set is. Nobody knows what the flag set is except Dark Moon, who only knows what it is because he had to reinvent the wheel like 40 times before we started.
Yeah, having to remake it 3 times, 5 times, 8 times. It refreshed my memory on all the things I turned on.
So, I will be with you, chat, as I attempt to discern bits of the flag set, and for funsies, I'm actually going to be crafting a flag set on the side of whatever I think this is, and we'll see how right we get by the end, and I'll probably post it in the Lefeinian League channel.
I did stupidly accidentally post an unblind version that they were kind enough to let me know was not blind and they didn't look at. But yeah, so I do know what the flag set's supposed to look like that I gave them just now. I really wish the one that I'd made could have, but unfortunately something in there was just buggy. We've had a couple bugs in there, and I'm not spoiling anything, but there are some different treasure chest interactions and map interactions as the randomizer gets more complex. The devs know that there's some breaks. We have fixes in beta, but sometimes something weird works together, and then...
So, as we get started, we got a Force Black Belt, we got a Force Black Mage. How's our Black Belt today? Well, it's got 10 luck, it's got Resist Earth and Status, minus 10 Strength, but no Mazza, so no early grinds for us. Meanwhile, our Black Mage has Wood Armor, so early Evasion Tank, question mark? It's got Buff Magic, it's got minus 10 hit percent, but it's also got minus 10 luck, which is, ugh. And we're off. So, right off the bat, we got Entrance Shuffle with an unsafe start.
I'm gonna get everything synced. There we go. There we are. That's pretty now.
We get a Ruby. So we've got other... So we've got Fetch incentivized, I'm pretty sure... sorry, no. Main NPCs incentivized with at least other fetch items. So we got that going for us. What do we got down here? Have we moved box locations? This doesn't seem like it. Ale is being ultra thorough. Didn't see anything out of the first... out of Canaria Castle. Didn't see anything out of a random spot check. And we've got Divergence as Phoenixff goes straight into Ordeals. This feels like a very low encounter rate. We're still holding strong to Entrance Shuffle. Floor Shuffle is as of yet unconfirmed. Oh, we've got some map shenanigans going on. That tells me some things. We've got Bridge to Lefein is on. Phoenixff has picked up a Fire 2 stick somewhere. We must have started with something, because no one's survived opening a box.
Have we seen a fight yet?
We have.
Okay, good.
Phoenixff got pummeled by Zombles, which are not native to anywhere he's been. So that tells me something about the encounter table. Ale has found Gaia at Matoya's cave with a thingy for sale, so main NPC incentivization is on the table.
I did see that they have a Fire 2 stick and an Ice 2 shirt. And those are worms at the Ordeals first tile. They can't kill those right now, but that's tasty for later.
Give me them B-side tiles.
Right.
So, Blursings, weapons, a minimum of 0 to +5.
Oh! I will let you... I'm not saying anything.
Boy, that sure seems like a lot of +3s on that armor. So...
Phoenixff seems very confused over what to do.
So Chad corrected me, that was monster in a box, not a monster
that was.
tile.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Phoenixff. So we've started with a spellcasting weapon, and we've started with a spellcasting armor with item magic randomized. So we got that, and we got that. So Ale headed east to Provoca. Someone in the chat earlier did call out horizontal flips, which, based on that C-split, definitely for sure.
Mm-hmm. I love hearing you just pick everything out. Look over on Ale's side. Did you see that?
There's vertical flips. That was a vertically flipped Lich's room. So there's floors. Let's go up here. Give me those floors. Ale is headed east. We're gonna investigate the status of Free Bridge. See if we have that or not.
Smart. It's very smart. Like, just from a basic idea, with an unsafe start, you want to try and find any location you can that may have any town. Now, they have Gaia, so presumably they can buy some camping gear or something.
Right.
But...
yeah, the Gaia item shop was pretty packed.
Yeah.
That was Free Bridge.
A packed item shop is really nice to see, because at the very least they're not hosed for the next hour.
Right.
Which is a concern.
Right. So, we've got B-side tiles, and we do have boxes that are trapped.
Phoenixff made it through.
Unclear.
He made it through ordeals.
Bleh.
Well, he may not make it through all the way.
Is that through ordeals? I don't think that's through ordeals.
He made it through the maze part, so he knows what the maze is like.
Uh-huh. And with that knowledge, he has decided to go away.
He said no. You know, I think that was the real friends we made along the way, was saying no.
I have not seen any indication yet of swapped steps. But we found Canaria.
No, that's Elf.
This is over at Lefeinian location. Oh, that is Elfland.
That's
yeah,
Elfland.
Yeah.
Which is still nice to find. I think Ale has like level 4 or level 5 right now, so soon enough he's going to be able to cast some magic if there's anything worth casting.
Yeah, I saw Nuke and Quadex at 7.
That's ice. It's like they already have casts of ice too. That's just rude.
Yeah. Armor widens to 0 to +4.
Ale picks up a bunch of camping gear. And finds coppers plus, I think that was +4 for okay price. Not the best armor, but better than what they have right now. Which is nothing.
Yeah.
And that was a deep town there at the Lefeinian past the Sky 3 floor.
Yes, it was. So, that's Deep Towns on. Still yet to discover is Dead Ends or Deep Tofu. We'll do that later. So, Ale is... okay, so...
he's grinding.
Look like Ed's gain experience is on. Unsure about Nun's gaining experience either. No tavern recruitment options. I would be very interested to see what happens. Our runners are not letting game overs resolve, so that is giving me a real spot of difficulty trying to figure out if save on game over is actually on, because they're resetting before they even get that far. So let's head west. See, we got going on over at Dwarf Cave. This will also be our check to see if Extended Open's on or not.
Ale ambushed by a monster
are-
in a box. Very rude monster
Right.
in a box.
That is the second one we've seen so far that hasn't been a B-side encounter, so that informs me on what's going on with those. As far as what's in them, it's unclear. Because I don't think anyone's come out the other side of one of those yet.
Phoenix might be able to kill this, depending upon how hard those frost giants hit. And turn
Those
order.
giants are eating punch.
Yeah. Well, unless they...
Or Squinting was also an option. Highway to Ordeals is on. Well, you went ham on these map edits over here.
I did.
River Docks on. Via Mountain Pass is on. Highway to Ordeals is on. Is it a key item? Is it a shard? Is it a tent? Who knows?
Yes.
I have not seen the inventory recently. But there's an adamant, but there are loose items. Was that a key item encounter? Or was that are the trap boxes that?
That was a trap box with it was 4 of the blue wings. Whatever those monsters are called.
Monster in a box. It is unlikely that we've bumped into like all of those. If it's exclusively key items. Extended Open is on.
Okay, this version of this map screws with my head. Clearly it screws with Ale too, because he's lost!
No, you got to the wrong side of the map, buddy.
The vertical maps really mess with me, you know?
Very wide range of prices there. We just kind of ballpark that at like 30 to 300.
So what do you have that's confirmed? Because we do have a note section here.
Define confirm, because there's the things we can witness right now, which is horizontal and vertical flips. There's full entrance floor shuffle with deep towns and like hard Canaria. We've got monster in a box. So the monsters in the box, the only thing we've confirmed one of them having so far is a key item, but we've seen enough of them that I am unwilling to bet that it's only key items they're holding on to. And it's not just fetch items, because like, oh, there's our confirmation at Dead Ends is included. So we have a lot of map edits out of the gate. Unless I missed it, I don't know that any of our runners have tried for a very sneaky free canoe.
I haven't seen them. They keep avoiding the rivers.
Yeah.
Well, there's Rodlock.
That is Rodlock.
Mm-hmm. This map is weird.
It is. I'm willing to plant my flag in the idea that Swap Stairs is not on, because that floor is ripe for Swap Stairs shenanigans. And it's not here, so I feel confident saying it's off. Ale is now going to investigate on... No? Yes? Okay, so we have not moved to Chime. Phoenix is going to give us a look as to whether or not Fight Bahamut's on. It is, but also Bahamut's Horde is on.
Phoenix, I think, is going to try and get past one of them if he can. It's random dragons, or is it? No oh, he got the ambush.
It is random dragons, and well, you got a nice shirt, so with luck we can get through a Ghastly encounter. We need the ice shirt to do better than that, and we need to get turn order. So I didn't see what the other dragon was, but I assume
it was a blue D. Yeah, it was a blue D.
There's just no way through that right now.
Mm-hmm.
Ale looking for some sort of grind. The stats of the things I have seen so far make me concerned about potential. But he's really, really, really looking for a grind. Maybe sandworms, maybe crap in that area, maybe.
Oh, it goes right off the hero run.
Nah.
This is an incredible hero run here at the start of this, like, thing,
It
too.
really is.
It is.
So I'm just gonna rank that down. I think you're running a little bit of overworld 0.4, dungeon 0.5, something in that area. You've not been unkind with experience, so I'm just gonna spitball that for now. Dead's gain experience is confirmed not on. Nuns gain experience, unsure as of yet. I've not seen any experience boxes. Yeah, we've seen way too many. We've seen way too many monsters in boxes to have it just be key items.
Mm-hmm.
Something's going on in there. Let's see. The only key item we found so far is the ruby from the king, and then we found the adamant from a box. So
I was impressed they got through that adamant.
Sorry, we saw Oxiel off of a main NPC, so main is also in there. Okay, so yeah, way too many things in boxes. And I just got to look at a menu, so we're definitely on orbs, no shards in boxes. Let's see. Dazzle, slow 2. I don't think that tells me anything necessarily. We have Quake. That's not a strong option versus Badman.
No, not strong. The magic has been very limited.
Yes.
Oh, this is doable.
I saw Ice 2
that.
at level 4. Having a party capable of double Ice 2 is, I think, the best we can hope for right now. Because Fire 2 is like whatever, but boy, it would be nice to have like double Ice 2 for things that don't resist it.
I do feel like they need to find some sort of, like, minimal grind somewhere that they can... Oh, God.
Unfortunately, Quake's not going to get us very far versus vampires.
Well, not when they get flattened.
Yeah.
He got steamrolled there. All 4 of these are, like, trap chests here. But this is one that's actually doable because it's not doing a ton of damage.
Yeah. Question in chat, are the spike tiles off? No, they are on. We found a 4-worm encounter in Ordeals earlier.
That wasn't Spike.
Phoenixff was the one that tested it, so that was the spike tile, so we got him.
That wasn't a spike tile.
It was not a spike tile.
That was a trap chest. That was what chat said.
Are we sure? Because okay. We got a katana +2. That's not what we wanted, but that does tell us that we got good gear in the pool as well. I'm just gonna leave these set to random for now. We know they're not marked, and we know they're not excluding incentivized items. We'll get back to the rest of that momentarily. Hollow Giants off and no spikes in the Earth 1 rooms. Interesting. So did we disable them? Because we have not...
Oh.
Earth would be the place where you kind of blunder into them. The Canarian Throne Room is also a minefield when tiles get moved around. And we made it through that no problem. So at this point I'm gonna default to remove tiles, but we'll come back to that. In the meantime, my brain keeps coming back to spell selection that we've seen so far. We saw level 3 Quake, we saw level 4 Ice 2, we saw level 7 Nuke and Quad X. My spidey sense is tingling and telling me that we're dealing with tiered shuffle. So I'm just gonna mark that on for now. Mixing spell books definitely not on.
We see a recruit.
Can't really. We see a recruit, and we see alt fiends. So there's our alt fiends.
Oh, this is smart. Trying to do a Quake on Shiva since she's at the Lich spot. There's a good chance he can actually Quake her here.
Will it work?
Yes! Well done, Ale. Is he gonna take the recruit? He does not.
Ale? Are you sure you didn't want just, like, a warm body? I'm like 99% sure also that was a white mage.
That was a white mage. That was their icon, yeah.
Look, I am on record as not being the white mage's greatest fan. If I'm staring at black belt, black mage, none, I'm taking a white mage. Like, if for no other reason than to just be like a fire 2 stick totem, like, sure, come along for the ride.
Well, and to raise the point that you said before, they don't know if nuns and deads gain EXP, and if one does and the other doesn't, does it hurt anything to? Oh, that sucks. Does it hurt anything to like try and take the body and see if laying them on the ground gets you more EXP?
Right.
Yeah. I think probably their concern is that there might be a only recruit on like nuns or thing, but that can't have. That's only tavern recruitment. That's not for like replacement recruitment.
Right.
So.
The Frost Rides are nasty. Yeah. Turn 1 Squint is bad against low levels. So Ale picking up the Adamant. We're back to key item parity between our two runners. But Ale with the Earth Orb lead, but like, it's the Earth Orb. So like, Lich is not a boss. Like, Lich is not a boss. Even Lich wearing a Halloween costume as Shiva is still not a boss.
Well, and he lucked out with having Quake available to him. Yeah.
So...
Ale just needing turn order and a decent set of packs. This again indicates to me that if you had the white mage, they could absorb a squint maybe for you. Yes,
there's you just need someone there to just not die. You just need an entity, just a pile of robes that's just sitting there that can get squinted at. And even better, like if they just like if they resist a squint and then die to the other squint, that white mage has taken 2 squints off the table.
Yeah.
Like.
Ouch!
Oh. Okay, so behind the squint was Thunder. So...
Phoenixff getting a cube over in... Oh, back in Ordeals again.
I'm going to rule that incentive random.
Oh, no, there's the worm chest. Oh, they have...
Yeah, we knew that was the worm chest because we saw when we went through the maze.
Well, Mark back off that cube because he no longer has that.
Meanwhile, Ale in the epic fight against the Frost Giants.
I do not think this fight... Yeah, he's given up. That fight's not doable yet. Okay, he did just check the canoe. He pushed against it a little too hard. No canoe.
Yeah, he's bonked against the river. Okay. Ale is now considering... Both of our runners are considering options, and if I was in Ale's situation, the first option I would be considering is a third-party member.
Yes. I would agree with you on that. Although this isn't bad. If he can get this fight to fall down, this is not bad.
I saw Ale. It looked like Ale turned south at the last minute on ice first floor. Does that mean that Ale is up on his legendary shop checks, because nope, we banana peeled on the way to the steps. Never mind, everything's fine.
Ale once again getting turned around on this floor. Oh, if he could only take that fight.
I know.
EXP pinatas. Is this this is Sharknado floor, isn't it? Ow.
This is Sharknado floor, yes.
Ow.
It is flipped twice. And Phoenix gets greedy, opens the last box in Ordeals. It's Ghosts. He goes down. I mean, not that we found a Q block or anything, right?
No, no.
But it would be nice to just have.
Well, and depending upon how experience is awarded, if it's key items over orbs, then that cube could be worth something to him.
Right. And we find Lefeinian.
Do we find We find Superstore.
Ooh.
Well.
Big find for Ale.
Oh, that Lightning
Right
3 is huge.
That Lightning 3 is huge. This makes me less confident about Tiered Shuffle. Okay, yeah, Tiered Shuffle is not on.
Can't confirm.
Just go turn that off. Okay, so we got some good stuff, but we got the bad news that level 6 Brack, level 7 Nuke, level 8 Tap. Well, we got Ice 3, Lightning 3, and Fire 3. This is fine.
Yeah, that's better than it could be.
What do we got over in White Magic? Do we care? We don't care.
We don't care.
Why would we care about White Magic? It's not as though we could have had a White Mage literally now.
This indicates to me that he is primarily concerned with two-manning it, which also makes me wonder if he's thinking that nuns and deads or something with EXP, maybe? Question mark.
That is an interesting question. If he has checked the status of a nun, because Ale knows that deads do not gain experience because his levels are out of sync between the two dudes.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's checked status on a nun to see if it's hoovering up experience, but even then, you just take the White Mage and you just push it over, and now you get more experience. Like,
wouldn't Ice 3 have been better to cast against them?
yes, but Lightning 3 is not a bad option.
Fair.
Oh, hey, we found the Q block.
Well, that's good thing that he knows he was... Oh, ow. Oh! That was cruel right at the end there.
Tia detected over on Phoenix's side. We got Temper, we got Fast, and we got single-digit levels. Let's go!
We also are getting flattened by Nachos. I hate it when my Nacho plate fights back, you know?
Yeah. No one likes a stomachache from Nacho. Meanwhile, Ale taking full advantage of having found this weird thing called a black magic shop.
Getting
lots of good levels.
Lots of levels. All the levels he can get. I don't know. If it was me, there's a part of me that says I walk by the front entrance for a little while and just take those for a bit.
So it really is a case of, what do we want to do more? Do we want exploration knowledge, or do we want to unlock the boxes that we've already found? Ale's going for exploration knowledge. I can't fault that. If only because it might give us yet more analysis on the makeup of this flag set. So that was a box that had a canal in it. So that is definitely key items in boxes. It's the boxes are key items and gear at random. Well, it's definitely key items at random because we found a key item off an NPC. Rare treasures is probably also at random. So the question is exactly how many boxes are trapped. Oh, and it's allocated formations. They're all B-sides. Like, we figured that out immediately. So the only thing really to try to figure out is just exactly how the randomizer has decided to split things between what landed on an NPC versus what landed in a marked, or not marked, in a spike box. That's where my brain is a-churning right now, trying to figure out if I have enough data to try to make an educated guess based on what we've seen so far. I don't think I do. I want to, based on the number, I think I'm just going to set trapped boxes at 40. I may raise it yet again, depending on what we bump into. But 40 kind of feels right for where we are right now. That was a garbage pickup from a box. Okay. So we definitely have not excluded common treasures. Interesting. So boxes contain quite literally anything. It's random if they have key items, it's random if they have rare treasures, and if failing both of those, it's crap. Ale trying to take Pure Shark Big Eye. Oh, I'm rooting for him. Lightning 3 not helping out. Yeah. That was Lightning 3's time to step up, and it just didn't.
It did not. It was like, oh, you want me to do something? Well, I'm gonna Final Fantasy on you.
Yeah, 55 gold pures and like 900 gold houses hour. Boy, a lot of those are really cheap. I think I've overshot where the price randomization is.
As I said before, I am really enjoying just listening to you parse this out.
I'm gonna dump prices down to 20 to 200, because, like, man, those prices are way further down from where I expect them to be. And I'm pretty sure we started at 400, but I didn't take a hard enough mental note on if we changed starting gold or not. So here's Phoenixff back at the Lich Cave, here to collect his free party member.
He noted the White Mage. You could see he noted the White Mage because he took a pause there.
We quaking? We quaking. Oh. That was not very much damage out of a single target fire, so I don't think improved fire spells is on.
Do you want me to confirm stuff or not?
Oh, you know, something occurs to me. That was also a turn to, that was also a turn to Quake. Mayhaps we dealing with set RNG? Not that this is a thing that our runners could really, like, figure out. No, because we've had, like, different box encounters. We've had very different box encounters, so I don't think set RNG is on. I think we just happened to do the same thing twice.
Okay, let me tell you, in the original version of the flag set it was on, I'm pretty sure I didn't turn it on this time.
Sure.
Yeah. I meant to. I love that flag. You know I love that flag. But I'm pretty certain I forgot to turn that on. Because there was just so much that I was trying to refigure after all of this. I think Ale wants to try and take some of these fights because he has the power to actually take out the undead if Fire 3 would ever step up.
So, boss stats, I can't even venture a guess, because the only boss, in massive air quotes, we've found so far is Lich.
Yeah.
Who's dressed up as Shiva for Christmas.
And both times it cast a spell that did nothing and then got quaked.
Yeah.
Yep.
Neil definitely for sure doing another legendary shop check, so at least there isn't one down there. I don't think we've been to any of the other zones where a legendary shop can spawn. Will be interesting to see if any of our runners look for them.
I feel like that ice floor is good for Ale to get levels. I feel like him venturing onto that water floor over and over is defeating him. I'm actually glad to see he's going down to Marsh so we can actually start exploring other areas, because I think this is the first time we've gotten down this far.
I think there was
oh yeah, Phoenixff got here.
A little bit of overconfidence regarding having a full magic loadout that made him thought he was ready for the Sharknado floor, but Sea's a hard place.
Yeah. So is Bahamut's cave right now.
Yeah, we're not killing the blue dragon. We could probably kill the Ghasty with Ice 3. Like juggling Ice 3 and Ice 2, we could probably get there.
Phoenix needs to find Lefeinian.
Yeah, no, we can't run from the Dargon. The Dargon will still be there. Object permanence is a thing now.
And without the, well, he did take a hit. Twice. I'm impressed. Well done. This at least nets him the treasures.
Yep. Well,
well,
we do that.
Well, maybe he should go and save first.
Or at least full heal. Like, I'm okay with not saving. I would at least just full heal. This is takeable.
Except they... Oh, yeah.
Didn't really do anything.
Didn't they have a spell behind Stinger? I thought they did.
Did they?
I might be misremembering.
They're not terribly cast happy, so I think we can get away with this. Oh, chat saying Blizzard was behind it, but like...
Okay.
They weren't very fond of their spell list. Oh, that was a garbage. I mean, truly the prize we got out of that was the experience.
The experience.
Assuming we can carry it out. Okay, we got a Tyro. That's fun. That's a lot of boxes here that have things in them. I'm just gonna increase the chest count to 80. I know we bumped into a lot of boxes that have been whatever, but just the sheer number in here is...
Ooh. That was a fast bonk. He's walking that out.
Yep.
And it didn't make a dingle note.
Meanwhile, I'm looking over at Phoenix's side, and, you know, I can't help but notice just how large that white mage is. I'm going to go ahead and say that nuns get experiences on, because I don't think he somehow managed a magical solo grind out of that.
Okay. He's making a very tanky black mage there. He did not need the ambush here. That was rude. That was just rude, game.
Alright, we're just not happy with what we had with that. But we're going back in.
He's trying for one of the other boxes. See if he can get better RNG on it.
Yes. Lobsters and sea snakes. Well, we got the Lightning 3 off fast.
It's doable.
Ooh, that was... lower my... Well...
What?
It's really difficult to try and parse enemy stats and separate out health from stats, so I fully acknowledge that where I land on this is probably going to be wrong, but I'm trying to keep an eye out for swings either high or low in health totals that I see, and those were tiny sea snakes. So I'm starting to look at 70 to 180 for our enemy stats. That could change as we go, because... Well, actually, no, the Frost Wolves were enormous, so I'm just going to bump that... we're going to sit on 70 to 210 at the moment, and see how we feel the further we go into the seed.
I appreciate what Ale's doing here. This is an easy one to get in and out of, so he's trying to see if he can get, like, turn order and good spells and whatever else he can do. I don't know what he's going to do against these Rock Galls, because they don't exactly care about most elemental magic.
He was resetting the encounter looking for only 2 Rock Galls, hoping to try and bully them with Ice 3.
They didn't care.
I don't think that's going to work. Yeah.
They did not care. They were chonky.
Our only real options are Nuke and Zap, and Nuke is at 7 and Zap is at 8.
On rec.
I mean, if there was a second school of magic that was infamous for having clinky and yet non-elemental spells that you could just AoE things with. Boy, wouldn't that be a wild ride.
Right? Wouldn't like a white mage be interesting to have right now?
A what now?
Not an Ale's bucket, that's for sure.
So
Thanks,
Phoenix
Fire3.
headed up to Gaia. Chat calling for someone to buy the Oxiel now.
The game wants them to. I mean, OnRack is right here.
We do have, yeah, we have the on-rack location. We have access to Oxiel.
Mm-hmm.
Phoenix in another location where a legendary shop can spawn.
That's a dead end.
Oh, I don't think we... Well, we're headed in that direction. Well, see one way or the other. Alright, no legendary shop over here. Ale continuing on the pre-mermaids floor. Phoenix heading down to a very confusing floor. You want to, yeah, there you go. Then you want to turn right, then you want to go up. Then you want to go right, there you go.
That hero run is nice, but when it's ghosts every time behind it, I don't feel like it's that nice.
Yeah. No, I'd take the regular encounters.
Oh, he got the ambush. Apparently he really wants the experience.
Yeah, we kind of need it.
Let's just hope this doesn't bite him. Kind of bit him a little. That's a level 13 Black Mage. It's
Not bad.
actually some levels.
So, Phoenix really needs to find that Lefeinian, which I do not recall where that was other than somewhere in the direction of, like, Northwest Castle, Elfland, I think somewhere in that area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't remember exactly where it is. I know it was,
So, I'm looking at our handy-dandy tracker notes as provided by our absolutely wonderful tracker, Danny,
yes.
and I'm looking for Lefeinian is at Northwest Castle. Getting past that absolutely terrible Sharknado floor.
Which might explain why Phoenix has not found it yet.
Yeah.
Yes. But they have so much money right now. Something
Yeah.
tells me Ale's gonna go try and get that Oxy Ale. Which with this
Phoenix
hero
having-
run, I mean, they should just be able to do it.
Phoenix having a rough time with a box that I believe Ale just kind of managed to get through. Oh hey, this we got this here Frost Giant Frostwolf.
Friends!
Figure it out again. And we get the lucky encounter.
And we didn't get ambushed by it. Didn't kill it. Didn't die to it though. Oh, but they have... Don't they have thunder behind this?
They sure do. They got that right there. Yep.
Yeah, I think he forgot
So-
about that. Or he was really hoping he could get turn order.
If we really want to make it through that encounter, we just need to bank entirely on Quake.
Yeah.
2 Quakes need to kill 2 Frost Giants, and we need to get the turn order for the second Quake. Whatever happens to the Frost Wolves, we don't care. It's the Giants that are the problem. Phoenix getting very lucky with this encounter. And Ale gets the Oxiel.
He had the money. Barely, but he had it.
Mm-hmm.
Good on him for that. That was absolutely essential.
So, let's see what's behind OnRack. Because right now, there's 2 possibilities. Possibility 1, one of these absolute nightmare boxes has, like, a boat.
Ale, are you
hey.
trying? Okay, Ale's like, I am not doing Kraken.
So either behind the Oxyale is our boat, or in one of these absolute nightmare boxes is our boat. Or canoe. I mean, canoe's also an option, but the way the seed is constructed with all these map edits, I feel like we're gonna bump into boat before we bump into canoe.
I think that's probably fair to guess.
Danny calling for, yeah, Brack, go Brack, crack him. Get back there right now.
Oh, there's that cube block that Ale can't deal with.
Yeah.
Well, we know where it is now.
That's true.
And for those of you in our home audience, the FFR home game is now available. Cube was at Ordeals, wherever Ordeals was. Ordeals was at Canaria.
Canaria, yeah, Canaria Town.
So the game expects you to go grab that cube and then go and do Topher almost immediately after. Something important has got to be behind there, because that's the game's weird bit of logic. It doesn't have logic, but it has logic, you know?
Yeah, there's no logic, but it's there, and
it's there.
You need to account for it.
It has to have a flow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Danny reminding us that Tia is behind the cube block, which,
Oh.
I mean,
I didn't see that, but okay.
We're gonna need that at some point. I remember it now that I've been reminded of it.
That's fair. I didn't see where they got into that.
Chat noting that Ale is purposefully taking encounters before getting to Sharknado, so we don't just blunder straight into ghosts.
Yeah, I've noticed him doing that too. He was doing that for a couple different dungeons, and it's smart.
So 54 minutes in, status report. We've got Ale with an orb lead, and the canal sometimes.
He's warping out with it now.
But only 2 characters. We've got Phoenixff, who is down in Oxyale, but has another character, and by golly, we're gonna make it through this Frost Giant encounter no matter what.
I'm hopeful, but, I mean...
Oh, that's right, they both did get, quote-unquote, liched down. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So really, this is just Oxyale and Canal versus White Mage.
White Mage and Cube.
Is it weird that I'm betting on the White Mage and the Cube?
I think... I don't want to say anything, but I would bet right now on that as well for reasons.
So Ale made it behind the Oxyale lock and has immediately bumped into enormous Agamas and an Argiant.
Oh wow, they are oh.
We're gonna up our stats 70 to 250.
Flash was about the best thing you could have seen right there.
Pretty much.
Yeah. He's like, the best thing I got there was the experience. He's walking it out to a hotel. You know what? That's fair.
Very, very, very heads up play.
That was very fair. He finally has level 15 locked in on that Black Mage. Oh.
A hotel of shame.
Oh.
I mean...
I suppose it's doable, question mark?
It is doable. You never want to, but, like, if they're guarding a box, you kind of have to.
Have to at least try.
Yeah. So Phoenixff makes it to Glorious Magic Shop. Hey, look at that. It's life 2. Wouldn't that be neat?
These guys are too chunky.
Made an expert.
Level 2 Fade, wow, that would be really nice right now for Ale.
Oh, that's right, the White Mage can't have Fade. I forgot.
Oh! Well...
I think that's the blessings we have this time, isn't it?
I don't know. We had to re-roll it so
Yes.
many times.
I just scrolled up. Yeah, White Mage, no fate.
I know at one point we had a chonky knight and they didn't get to keep that. Is that a fighter? I think it's a fighter.
Boy, that sure seems like a fighter. And I missed the dialogue box. Were we rejected? Did Sarda reject us?
We got the John. He made the dingle.
Oh, you made the dingle.
I heard the dingle, so.
So we're. Ale, we need to talk, buddy. I can't. Leaving the White Mage on the table. I get it. I understand it. I'm here for it. Leaving a fighter on the table?
Especially when you've seen gear he can use flow into your inventory.
Oh.
He could have 4 bodies on the floor right now. Like, he could potentially get through this.
Let me mark recruits from link to key item NPCs. Not terribly many though. I'm gonna say you probably only have like 3 at the moment. We've confirmed 1.
Ale does have the energy to survive 1 thunder. So if he can get one of the frost giants down before... And he's not getting ambushed all the time, so this is actually...
I disagree with Punch. Punch is not going to get us anywhere.
He did punch for over 100 one time, and then he punched for 13.
Yeah. The only way this fight is resolving is with landing Quake.
Yeah, they're too chonky for that. Ale, buddy. Ale.
He's convinced that the boat's here, and I don't necessarily blame him, but like, there we go. Quake's a real spell, I promise.
Except not that time.
Okay. I mean, it's still an insta-kill. They have problems. Oh, we survived the thunder, but not the nom-nom after. Okay.
I think if he could just get one of them down, he might have a chance.
If anything damaging's behind that thunder, we're back to the original problem. We gotta get... We need Quake to do things.
Quake is just not performing.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Second thunder, no.
Ale abandoning ship. I don't blame him for just kind of leaving that behind, but you gotta. If this is the situation where, well, he hasn't done ordeals yet, so he doesn't know what's back here. So this is okay.
He might find
knows?
hope
Maybe
with
we'll
Q block.
Maybe he might find 1 billion levels if he makes it through that worm encounter.
That is also true. I don't know how he's going to get through that worm encounter.
Ice 3 and they rolled low.
Did Phoenix get through it?
Nope.
Okay, well, then that'll be a guess to see.
Phoenix didn't have Ice 3.
Ah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, we're saying that the Frost Giants are guarding the boat just because it's funny, but, like, honestly, it could be any of these boxes that we have not been able to smash our way through.
Rock galls, pink worms.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible for any of them.
Mm-hmm. But at this point, we know it's one of them. Because, like, we do not have access to Northwest Castle, so we can't turn in Crown. We don't have access to Titans or Doors, so we can't handle those. So, therefore, it's gotta be a box.
Here we go.
Howdy, boys. Yeah, oh, no, yeah. Fine. Oh, they start with Invis, too? That's like a freebie round. Oh, we could totally rumble these things.
I think you gotta go back to it after this.
Speaking of being rumbled, Phoenix is having a not nice time on that there Sharknado floor.
Mm-hmm. Which Ale has full cleared. He didn't get to keep any of it, but he did full clear it.
Did he not take out the canal? I'm pretty sure he took out the canal on one of his last dives.
Phoenix?
No, Ale.
Where was Canal at?
In Sharknado, it was bottom right room.
I thought he did. I thought he went back for it. It's lit.
Yeah.
It's lit on his side.
Yeah. Also, Ale now has a cube.
He does, and he's gonna get to see what's behind these ghosts, which I don't think Phoenix killed because he didn't have Fire 3.
An Excal -2. Blam blam.
So that narrows it down to probably rock galls. Oh, vampires we haven't killed either.
Correct.
So there's 4 chests I think that we haven't killed at all.
Yeah.
Ale is okay. Not going to Kraken. Although with Brack he could try.
Good,
but this is the
honestly,
cube.
There's really no reason to at the moment.
Can he do this? Not with that health. Not with those rolls. Thanks, Fire 3.
Well, at least we can see what's back here. Maybe it'll be a town. Oh yeah,
That's right, it's Tia.
Yeah, no guts, no glory. No, wait.
Well, there were guts. They're all over the floor now.
Yeah.
Those nachos said hi.
Yeah.
So this seed is definitely a puzzler.
It is really, you get handed very little out of the gate, and you have to construct a party that can deal with these boxes. And Ale, you're gonna watch this back. I know you're gonna watch this back. You are staring at multiple problems that require a second decent AoE and a non-elemental AoE. There is a white mage sitting right over there.
Oh, now that is a pretty tile. I don't know if you can kill it, but that is a pretty tile.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm. Is it the big eyes that are worth more in this pack?
Yes, the big guys are worth an insane amount of experience. The Gersharks are fine, but they're not what you're here for.
Okay. That's one down. I mean, even if he doesn't kill, get the experience on the black man. Oh, Lightning 3, come on! Wow.
We got there. For
Nothing.
cash.
For
We're not even gonna bother to save those.
well, if he could have dumped it on the black belt, I could see it, but he needs both characters up to try and get through these. Yeah, we'd seen that chest before.
Yeah, Ale is exclusively looking for a key item at this point.
Phoenix trying to get through this rock gall tile. He actually got one down.
Oh, we might be at new progress here. We have not seen Whizvan Thams taken down. We've also not seen Rockalls taken down, but with the White Mage in that second slot, I have concerns.
It's 2 down. That's 3. Oh.
Ale Ale goes down. Phoenix makes it through. What is the prize? A Mazza plus 3.
That the white mage can use, because...
The white mage can use.
Because the black belt... You know, let's discuss that fighter again, okay?
Yeah, what if there was another melee class in this
Right?
game? One that could equip heavy armor and some kind of pointed stick.
And didn't have any malices that really mattered to it whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, I mean, to go back and look at the malices for that fighter right here, he has -5 luck and -1 MDef per level. You slap a ribbon on him, the MDef doesn't matter, and who gives all that big a crap about luck on the fighter? But he also has plus 20 strength and plus 20 vitality. He is going to be chunky even at this low level, and he's going to swing that Mazda for a lot.
Even if we're considering carrying a black belt into the end game, like, I would just rather have a fighter now.
Yeah.
Hello, 9 bad men.
Yeah, I think not just for the that's a really gross fight. Although I think they didn't take too long to kill if you can actually survive them. Like, he was killing them earlier, and they... Well, we'll see.
Yeah, first turn slow 2 is a blessing. Dazzle less so, but as long as it's not landing, like, we're cool with it.
They are actually dying after a round of magic, so... This seems potentially doable if you get lucky.
The Fire 2 is not great, the Ice 2 is going to bail us out here. Oh, it's going to do a lot of work here, good lord.
I think he just river ratted that. Level 18 for his characters, I would warp out, yes.
Yeah, we got a house.
Let's save all of that.
Turns out 9 bad men pretty good.
Yep, right? Did he get through the vampire?
He did not. He died with just a whiz vamp left.
Well, I mean, all things considered, he might be able to get the levels to actually take them out. Except not on this sentry.
Oh, chat saying we did get through
Okay.
the vampire fight. I could swear I saw him fall over. He did get through vampires once, okay.
So it must not have been anything important. I would have heard the dingle if it was important.
Also bottle in Bahamut that Phoenix got. We have Gaia location, and we know that NPCs have things. Well, we know main NPCs have things. We're not 100% that the fetch ones do, but like, we have not battle tested it yet.
Ale didn't heal before checking this box. That's fair. And gets the ambush. Oh, that is a blessing and a half.
I don't care what's in this box. We're carrying this experience out.
If we can get it to...
Quite large, though.
They are very beefy. He lucked out. He lucked out. It's another level. I mean...
Yeah, no, it's a level. We'll take it. So, Phoenix with Bottle is now headed for Gaia. Let's see if there's...
Oh, and he's picking up his Oxyel now.
Oh, yeah.
So, Ale still has one item on him. They're still, like, floating around item parity without it being the same items. Which is interesting.
Is there an NPC? There is!
And what is the NPC? It is a black mage.
Okay, fetch isn't incentivized.
There's that chime, so we can go into Chime Tower. Because I never say it by the right name.
Yeah. Paul Sand Place, got
it. The spiral slide of evil. Ale has learned how long he can walk on the overworld without getting an encounter?
Mm-hmm. Interesting that Phoenixff just got Chime, and yet is headed down here. I think he's valuing
Oxio.
boxes more. Oh yeah, that's right. Oxio's there.
He wants to see what's over here.
Yeah. And he'll get a crown.
He will.
And who knows? Maybe Sand Place is Northwest Castle.
That would be very handy. Oh yes, Ale was here. He got hurt a lot and then was sad. Ale, please heal. Thank you, Ale. You're making me very nervous there.
Ah, he's fine.
He doesn't have Rod, so he's coming here just for chests.
Honestly, at this point, like, not a bad idea.
Mm-hmm. Well, he knows he can kill everything here, and, of course, with his, warp, he can actually save the levels he gets out of this stuff.
Phoenixff saying no to 5 airs might just be healing up, and we're gonna roll... No. Alright, we'll try that in a minute.
Ah, yes. Ale was here to get Sardo, which was the crown, so Phoenixff will get that now. And does he take the fighter?
Yes. Like, would I rather have a fighter or a hole in the ground? Answer fighter.
Apparently this is a long answer for him to... There you go. Oh, he's got to kill the vampire first.
That's interesting.
Well, no, that's true. The recruits have requirements behind them. That's not something you can just turn on and off.
Not even with early Sarda?
I don't think so, no. You can get the item from Sarda, but you can't get the recruit from him until you complete the Sarda goal.
Very awkward. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Which means actually clearing Rodlock like Ale is doing. That might explain why Ale didn't actually grab the fighter.
I could swear Ale didn't even bother trying to talk to
He didn't talk to it, but he may have realized.
Yeah, unless Ale knows things I don't, which is entirely possible.
I know Ale's way better at this game than I am, so... But in fairness, I'm pretty sure if I asked, my rabbit is probably better at this game than I am, so... Phoenixff trying to figure out where to go next.
That might have been a momentary update of things and stuff. And Ale with the herb out of that earth floor doesn't solve any present problems, but nice to have.
But also want to point out, Ale hit a very specific number right there. He is at 21 with his black belt now.
Ooh.
That is very nice for him, because that means the black belt's actually going to be able to do a fair bit more damage.
Hello, vampire.
193, that's not bad. That's actually decent damage.
Goodbye, vampire.
Hello, surprise undead.
You just get out the way, I got boxed open.
Game, please.
Oh, it's monster in a box. That's usually
Possible.
That's a good sign of this black set. Oh, and Phoenixff has a bad time on the Agama floor. Doesn't do the healing right. Went down to Cerberus's. A
Brack?
Brack -2 helmet. I'll carry that out.
I will carry that out too, because, I mean, you gotta think. You know where two bosses are that are susceptible to it.
Yes.
That I would actually call that a win. It may not be the thing you were hoping for, but I think that's a win all the same.
Yeah.
Plus, Vampire's dead. If you want that fighter, you can go get that fighter now.
I'm starting to wonder if Ael's tunnel vision just stopped him from seeing them.
I suppose that's possible. Or he really does just want to try and two-man this whole thing. Not worrying about whether deads or nuns or whatever are getting EXP.
Well, he's
Has
got
the money,
nuke.
buys the nuke. I mean, with the levels he's getting.
Yeah, no, that's an option for rock alls now. So like, not the fastest path through, but it is a path through.
Yep. At the 1 hour and 18-minute mark. So what we have discovered is that this flag set is pain.
Yeah. For those still here, 1 hour 18 minutes in, and we've not discovered any forms of transportation yet. But we have a lot of map edits, so really we've gone to a lot of locations so far.
Most of the map.
Yeah.
Not all of it, but most of the map. These levels really screw with my head.
I keep looking at Flipped Kraken, and I'm just like, hey, you gotta go in all the rooms to check for the boxes.
I think they've pretty much settled on the idea that they that the chests aren't moved around.
Oh yeah, no, definitely not. The dead giveaway for that was the Canarian throne room. There's always boxes that wander in there. Phoenixff? You know, I can't help but notice the way... Are you out of heal pots? Are you out of heal magic? Are you trying to solo white mage? What's going on, buddy?
It's a bold choice, Cotton.
Oh, wait, no. Phoenixff has level 1 life too. We are using the most efficient cure spell in the game. It's life too.
That does it. Ael trying to get past these lobsters with a encounter manip, and they just keep showing up and ambushing. And he's giving up.
Boy, you know what would help with that?
More bodies.
I'm gonna be the worst broken record by the end.
So he's gonna try. Wow, both of the bosses are here at C-Split.
Yes.
Wow.
After this, all we need is
Ale tempted. Ale tempted. That was actually decent damage.
Ale is testing for you trolling with low boss stats. I don't think we're getting that, and we've got an alt fiend pool to contend with, which is not super. Yeah, so you did not troll them with low boss stats. We can confirm that. I don't know where it went, but it's not below 100. Based on the minimal amount of damage that we did to quote-unquote lich, and based on the amount of damage that war mech soaked, like,
we're back.
I can't for sure say that it's clamped necessarily, but like,
Nuke.
you definitely have not left the window low.
Yeah, the nuke is brilliant. Oh, look at that! Well played. No one cares. Don't worry about that black mage. We're getting through this tile.
Right. You float. You know, I should ask less trolly questions. A wooden stick does indeed float. That's my fault. I should be more aware of my power as comms and my ability to curse things. I apologize, Ale.
My god, that was... for all that build-up. Waiting for that tile to go down. Wow.
Alright, let's see what the worms got. Yes, the worms have Invis too, but we have a black mage with Nuke, so...
Yeah.
And whatever, just lift a white shirt.
Do something.
I say white shirt. It's a shirt that casts ice too. Just hold up a stick. Wooden stick is the start of a rap. Yeah, one down. Like, 400 more.
How big is that stick is the question.
Yeah.
Is it like a tiny stick, or is he going caber tossing, you know?
Alright, so the worms are opening with Invis too, but they're gonna need some of those to offset.
More than 392. More than 600. Okay, about a little more than 600 then.
Right around 600-ish. More Invis 2 is just the thing we want for this. It gives time to apply more new. Fast is also perfect. Like, we're not surviving melee anyway, this doesn't matter. As long as it's not incoming damage, like, we're good to go.
So close.
Hey.
Good experience. Wow. Ale walking that out though, because that was a level.
Yeah. Chat calling out Ribbon +4 over here in Temple of Fiends.
Oh, we found Temple of Fiends.
We found Temple of Fiends at some point. I remember just kind of seeing it and then just kind of losing it.
I'll look at the notes.
Our wonderful tracker
Mirage.
Annie has it in Mirage. Yeah, it's
okay.
At the bottom of Earth floor. Yeah, below, or yeah. So it's like 3 floors down, so that's Deep Topher confirmed.
Not the deepest, but deep.
Fine.
It's fine. Not that we know where Canary is to be able to do the turn-ins after this.
Right.
But Ribbon is nice.
Right.
So now we're here to try and do the rock galls, which we can actually kill. Handily. There's that Mazza.
We got him. Yeah. Hey, Hale.
He's like, really? Really?
Yes, really. You should have. You should have taken the white mage.
No, he's just sitting there thinking to himself, really? Now he's clearing out every chest he wasn't able to do before, so... Which, good for him.
There's the bottle. All these box fights in Sarah. Is progression? Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever we find Canaria, yeah. Oh wait, we know where Canaria is.
No, Canaria Castle is at... Canaria Castle?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's vanilla.
The town of the castle is one of those, yeah.
It's French vanilla. Yeah, it's French vanilla.
So... Sarah's got something. I respect the I respect clearing as we go, but also like Sarah's got something. I don't think we've seen behind the fires.
We might not have. They are very beefy.
Yeah. Ale did this is nothing.
Yeah, yeah, it's copper. It's just junk.
That was a -2. So Ale has chime and walks right past the black mage. Ale. 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 Ale, we gotta talk, buddy. You know where the superstore is.
Oh, yeah. No, double black mage in this would be real pretty.
Ale.
Let's see if this vampire pack goes down for Phoenix.
Chat seemed to think that Ale made it through this, and it was nothing.
Mm-hmm. It's fair, but this is a really pretty pack if you can kill it.
That's true. This must be some hot garbage if it's still going strong at 90 minutes. Well, about that. So we're 90 minutes in, and we have no transportation items. We're still trying to find it. What we've narrowed it down to is it's either at Sarah, which Phoenix has just unlocked, and Ale is going to be unlocking soon, or it's in one of several box encounters that we have yet to actually successfully fight our way through. Phoenix, so both our runners started with forced black belt black mage. Phoenix chose to recruit a white mage when given the opportunity. Ale chose not to recruit a white mage when given the opportunity. Phoenix, I believe, also has seen. No. Phoenix saw the black mage from Bottle Fair.
Mm-hmm. He decided not to.
Also decided not to recruit a second black mage. We have caught sighting of a fighter at Sarda. However, we could not recruit the fighter without beating the vampire.
Yeah.
Which has been a pain. We have access, but it's like a pain to get to.
Yeah, Ale did it. I don't know whether or not he saved it, though. I think he did warp it out.
I believe he warped it out.
Now, bear in mind, you call this hot garbage, but they did specifically request a 2.5-hour flag set.
Yeah. He thinks we're going to overshoot that, depending on a couple of things yet to come. I think it will be interesting to see if this really secretly is somehow floaterless or not. Actually, I don't think it can be. I don't think Entrance Floor Shuffle plays with floaterless. I don't think those, like, interact. So...
I'm not saying. You said you want to guess this, so I'm not saying.
That's true. I don't think there's enough random dead ends to make up all 4 Party Islands with the one dead end that we've had so far. Yeah, I'll see where this ends up going. Once anyone gets anywhere. Because right now there's a lot of like circling and like looping back over things the other runner has done.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually both runners will have to converge on Canaria Castle and check Sarah. Alright, Phoenix is on the way. Phoenix is kind of on the way. Oh, no. Alright, nope, yep. Phoenix is once again on the way. And Phoenix is no, oh, but, oh, yep, yep. Hey. Alright, Sarah. Sarah, you need to help us out.
We know where it is. We do know where it is.
We know where Matoya is.
I just love that it's a fetch.
Yeah.
Sarah just being a jerk.
Yeah. I don't think that's here. No, it's not here. Alright, so we're back off the path. Phoenix is going to have some fun with boxes and or Tia and or Kraken. As Ale is continuing the full clear of Mirage Tower location, will eventually stumble into TOF.
Sorcerer's rolled up.
Yeah. Oh, Phoenix on the bridge of Destiny.
There's a mech. He ain't
There's
doing
a war mech, and we're deciding now.
Double mech! Ow!
Smash.
Can we get triple? Can we get triple? Oh, I was hoping for the triple.
Alright, so boss stats.
And that's... Wait, that's a knight. I think that's the knight behind him, so that's gotta be... Thief, sorta?
No, that was a fighter in Sarda.
So then what's the guy here?
I missed it.
Well, we'll see it. Very evasive Astaroth. Here at the Tiamat spot.
Yeah, I'm seeing some things. We're going with damage strats. The beauty of Alt Fiends is that Alt Fiend 1 skill pools are largely a joke.
Mm-hmm. Except they can hit hard sometimes.
I'm setting your boss stats at 150 to 300.
Do you want confirmation?
No.
Okay.
This feels like the 150 to 300 range right now. This will probably be one of the first bosses that we actually take down through sheer damage. That is a lot of absorb. That is a lot of absorb. I don't think I need to increase beyond 300, but that is a frightening amount of absorb. And that's going to be kind of a lot of health.
That was a ton of health.
That was a ton of health.
That's a fighter.
That's a fighter.
Mazza goes down. Fighter is about to steamroll. Yes.
Yeah.
You've got iron armor. Yeah, you should move that up. Move that up. That's smart. Yeah. There you go. Oh, look at... That is a 650 health fighter.
It sure is.
he a chunky boy. That 20 vitality does wonders.
So Phoenix now wandering over here to Kraken because we have a full party. Something that Ale absolutely rejects for very strange reasons. But in the meantime, what does the crystal turn into? It turns into an Astos. So we gotta shuffle Astos. Not really doing much, so I don't think it's a buffed Astos. I think it's just, yeah, that's not buffed. That's just shuffled.
We'll confirm. I was really worried they'd get, like, Astos at a key character that they desperately needed something for, and then it would just be hosed.
So, that's our canoe, and Ale with the heads up to check immediately for boat to, or for canoe to Melmond, and gets rewarded.
Vertical flip treasury. Oh my god, my head hurts. There's a reason I don't play with these floors, because I just can't understand them.
Chat calling out very, very, very big numbers on boss stats. Late 180 to 380 from Luffy, Windfox with 250 to 400. I agree it's up there. I don't necessarily know that we crossed too far above 300, because 300's a lot. And like, yes, we were hitting kind of a lot, kind of huge amounts of evade. Yes, we were hitting kind of huge amounts of absorb. I don't know that it was 400% levels. Oh, hey, there's a rod.
Fighter doing 549 damage with that Mazda.
It's amazing what happens when you have real party members.
Also,
oh, hey.
I wonder what Leviathan at the Kraken spot is going to be weak to.
I've not been counting damage on this Leviathan. I should have been.
Did I hear a dingle? I think I heard a dingle. I forgot. I missed what it was.
Ale got the rod.
Ale got the rod. Okay, thank you. You said, and then my brain, yeah.
So we're up to 5 recruits so far. With duplicates. Roughly 1900 for Leviathan. Okay, yeah, so we're still operating in the 150 to 300 range.
Ale is at least getting the ability to take out a lot of these packs. But I think at this point, Phoenix may even have the experience lead.
Somewhat likely.
Yeah.
Given that Ale is being weighed down by 2 nuns that are just sapping experience away from the rest of his party.
Ouch. Just as he was about to finish that pack, the fighter got squinted. Yeah, but the nuns are eating up all of his experience. If he'd take 2 more characters, they'd be very chunky characters at this point.
I think we have our first major divergence. With the canoe in hand, Ale went west to the Melmond area. Phoenix is headed east towards Volcano, Ice, and Crescent. Speaking of Crescent, here's a Crescent. It's a defense sword, so that's thrown into the incentive pool.
And a not vampire attacked Melmond.
And Hint Givers has been on this entire time. Whoops.
Oh, free experience. Oh no.
We did find an incentive item in a volcano box earlier. I'm going to mark that as on and random. Question chat, does Ale not realize that nuns gain experience is on? No, Ale does not realize that.
Blue Ds are very chonky.
Yeah. Alright, Titan's not incentivized. Gargoyles with heat. Not necessarily dangerous, just exceptionally annoying.
Time wasty.
Yeah.
Plus, what do they have behind... Oh, well, we won't find out. Okay. Yeah, this floor is weird, Ale.
We accidentally checked for another legendary shop, didn't find it.
Punch that gargoyle into next week. And get ambushed, because of course.
Red D-Pack. Great for experience, but... well, okay, they're not terribly evasive.
He's not doing a ton of damage, though, at the same time. Doesn't get ambushed this time, that's helpful.
Hey, free gold plus 3 bracelet.
You'll need it in this flag set.
I feel like there's, the fun thing about bracelets and, like, mage armor is that, like, the higher the stats are, the better it is until you reach a certain threshold, and then it just doesn't matter anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think there's the rule that at a certain point your mage is just gonna die no matter what.
Yeah.
Your absorb can only absorb so much when the boss is dealing out 1200 damage.
Like, sure, you can have a silver bracelet for the things that have like 40 hits per attack. Hey, hailed the first to the boat over in the Earth Cave vicinity area. There was a white mage there, but we have continued to just say no to those. It'll be interesting to see if Phoenix bumps into something that leads to Floater, while Ale was over here getting a boat. Okay, no Sky 4 shenanigans.
Here we go. And we don't care.
There's a Vorpal.
And we don't care. We're moving on.
3 highs, gimme.
Tasty, tasty.
everybody in chat giving their routing through Sky 4. It's a shame they're all wrong because the one true way is right and down. Thank you. I will not be answering any further questions.
Man, I didn't realize TED Talks could be so wrong. So Ale has the rod.
And we know where Rodlock is. But Ale is returning back here, possibly going to blow up Tia Kraken.
Or get blown up.
Or get blown up.
He has more health this time.
Yes, he has more health.
Are you... Oh...
We're grinding a Warmech?
That's a bold move, Cotton. Especially when he doesn't have healing. Or temper.
You don't know how big any of these bosses are.
That big.
Yeah, that is how big those bosses are, Ale. Alright. You're not gonna do that again, are you?
Oh...
You are gonna do that again.
I'm guessing he's going to do that again.
I don't know how to break this to you, but like, the scaling on the randomizer page goes up.
It goes up a fair bit. I watched it go up. If he had a ruse, I would get behind this.
Yeah, A, he doesn't. B, no.
Yeah, no.
Ale, buddy, you were not dying to magic. You were dying to titanium legs kicking your face in.
Yeah, you need a temper. If you're gonna make it through this, you need the temper, and you need all the temper. That's decent. I still have my doubts. Wow.
Alright, we did get there.
Okay, that was...
Fine.
Well, no, that was 19k off of that, so... I don't know what that tells us about anything.
I mean, I can't do the scaling math in my head. I've just kind of thrown a dart in the middle. In terms of the, I was more concerned about boss stats.
Okay.
I'm still liking where I landed for now. Because, like, I'm not seeing signs of 400.
That was not what you wanted for this fight.
Yeah, just clank to the face twice.
Chicken leg ho.
Yeah. Ale, buddy.
Yeah, he's got his blinders on.
You ain't gonna punch a Warmech into liftoff.
He definitely has blinders on. Yeah, no.
Uh-huh.
You need to walk away, buddy. There we go.
Now, I think there was a way to make that possible.
Okay.
And hear me out on this. What if he had 2 extra bodies,
You know,
one of which could cast black magic.
I feel like I've heard this before, but I'm not certain where. Oh, Phoenix has the key. I missed when he picked that up.
That was probably from Bicky, because he found Provoca over at Ice Cave.
Key is from Vicky.
Verify. Yep.
And he found Tail at Waterfall Robot. Whether or not he decides he's going to use that.
That's a jingle ribbon. That's an incentivized ribbon. And that was found at Canaria Locked Vanilla. Yeah, Phoenix is opting not to promote at the moment. May revisit that once he gets airborne.
Well, he's probably also wondering if he could take on Bahamut since he has to fight it.
Sure, but he's got a pretty formidable party at the moment.
It's true.
Yeah,
Chonkmeister up front.
Yeah, for me the question isn't can I do it, it's do I want to spend the time getting there and back.
True.
Phoenix will want to promote when he sees the Dragon Armor +5. Oh, definitely. But we got a boat to fish out first. So Ale is, based on the background, has gone over to Volcano area. So once again, our runners seem to have basically done things and then crisscrossed. Ale's doing what Phoenix did, Phoenix was doing what Ale did.
There's that rod.
The rod. And we know where Rodlock is. Both of our runners have been there at least like 3 times.
Yes, this is true. Can I just dig out one more item?
Yeah. And we're here in Crescent Lake, which is going to have our defense sword analog, which is a Fire 2 sword. Based on the magic item shuffle that I have seen so far, I feel comfortable calling this curated. We've not seen any major whammies, and we've not seen anything busted. So I feel okay calling that curated.
Mm-hmm.
And the gear blur things is a little weird. So far I've settled on the weapons are -2 to +5. The armor is -2 to +4.
I'm not sure if that was a question. I'm assuming it wasn't.
Assume they're all rhetorical.
Okay. Well, you had a long pause afterwards, so I'm like, were you looking for an answer?
I was not. I just ran out of brain.
That's fair. It is 2 hours in now, and we are still not sure if we have an end to this.
Well, we're 2 hours in, but we've managed to find the boat and the canal and the canoe. So, and it's not a shard hunt, so there's that. There's 2 major things we have left to find. We need to find the loot, and we need to find Carrie. And I have a feeling that the floater is going to be the path to at least one of those. So, Ale is here to pick up Tail. Phoenix is...
My bet he resets out of it.
Rapidly closing in on Boat. Yeah, Ale has just decided There is nothing in life but two-man black belt black mage. And just an empty sinkhole next to us that half of us.
You know, the thing I'm realizing is that vertically flipped waterfall feels a lot like ProcGen waterfall.
That's something I've kind of said for a while, is that if you horizontally and vertically flip waterfall, it turns into what you always imagined ProcGen waterfall would be.
He wants the 3, he doesn't want the 2.
Yep. I don't hate it.
Game does. Game says no. There we go. Even with 2 sinkholes in his party, that was a decent amount of experience.
I'm actually going to increase...
He just reset out of it. Wow.
He sure did. Well, without warp, that was going to be a long path out.
He took a lot of fights on the way in, though, to get up to level 30. I feel like that was a lot of time wasted just down to not take it back out.
Uh-huh.
Here's dwarves. Which we have one of the 2 items to turn in. Oh, that's right, we've done this turn in before.
Yeah, that boat.
That boat.
And I mean,
that big metal
Phoenixff
boat.
Is here really key. So Phoenixff is going to get some things that Ale did not.
Mm-hmm.
And this might get real awkward real fast.
There's the key. So we just need the loot. Which we knew the key was there, but I'm still saying. Just need the loot and a carry. And in theory, we could go to that Topher where we know it's at and actually try and do something.
Alright, first locked box in Dwarf Armory down was nothing. Free pro ring, we don't care. No, we care a little. We care slightly. We're annoyed that we cared. Deep Topher 2 can make for a really bad time depending on how bad it is. Well, the path to Topher wasn't terrible. Like, I've seen worse.
It's just time wasty.
Yeah. And yeah, Ale does still need to make it through Kraken and Tia. So, that's... Okay, so there's no key items in Dwarf Armory. Crisis averted for Ale.
As long as he doesn't think he has to go back and check that.
I mean, he might, but also, Bahamut Island is unresolved, and Northern Docks feels unresolved. And I don't think anybody's actually made the hike to Ordeal's location since we've had Canoe. So we got plenty of stuff on the table before we trundle all the way back to Dwarves in the hopes of a troll floater.
Ale back here to do something.
Oh, we're checking Northwest Castle? Okay, maybe we are going to trundle back to Dwarves in search of a troll floater. 2-hour mark and someone finally leaves the inner sea in a boat. Yeah, that's been the seed so far.
I think we're in for at least another hour.
I'm thinking closer to the 40-45 minute mark.
Fair. I mean, they could get to Topher in the next 20 minutes, depending upon where that loot and that carry is.
Right. So 2 hours and 2 minutes in, and both of our runners are holding hands in Northwest Castle.
They have a lot accomplished, actually, for the 2-hour mark in a seed like this. It's not bad.
Is that an oops reset? I believe Phoenix did an oops reset.
There's a loose TNT.
That was the box that Phoenix mashed reset on. Yep.
Feels bad.
Windfox and Chad done some sleuthing. Warmech has a base of 1,000 health. Ale killed a Warmech, dealing 1,779 damage to it. So that puts the scaling bottom end around, my guess would be 150%. Hey, somebody did math on Twitch. And it
Wasn't me.
wasn't entirely wrong.
I decided doing math on Twitch was a bad idea, so I let you do it. No, Phoenix, you can't just quake the world. You have to target it at something.
I mean, if you make a crack in the floor and go down, clearly you could also just make a crack in the ceiling and go up.
I don't know.
I didn't see what that was.
I didn't see either. It might have been a Quake shirt -1? Question
It
mark?
was some kind of it was some kind of gear.
Yeah.
It's some kind of gear we don't really care about.
Mm-mm.
So it wasn't a ruse stick. Alright, so we tried for our troll floater, and that didn't work. So Ale is almost certainly headed for Bahamut and or Northern Docks checks at this point. I don't think there's any other key locations that we have not No, we have not checked TOF key logs.
Yeah, weren't you already at Ordeals?
Oh yeah, Quadex shirt -1. Alright, well we'll add stupid shirts to the because I think we started with a white shirt. Yeah. Okay. And his Marsh Split. Yay.
Oh, okay, so we haven't been here. Highway to Ordeals was on, I just assumed we walked over here eventually. Oh, we couldn't because we didn't have the canoe.
Right.
Okay, they won't know this because they lucked into it beforehand, so you would never be able to guess. Mermaid Prison is on.
Why?
Because it's hilarious?
No, it's not.
I think that flag is hilarious. I would have loved to have seen them find this early and be like, cool, mermaids, I can check for... Oh. So. But I don't feel bad spoiling that because there was no way you were going to figure that out from this flag set. From this display right here, yeah. Bye, Bubbles. We came from Bubbles. We're going to Bubbles. And she went first.
Hardy Dock is on. This might... we're checking the vanilla incentive box in Mermaids, and we got an encounter.
Could be something. It's...
Is nothing.
Ale don't care about Aegis. Ale don't care about money.
Ale don't care about anything in that dungeon. Well, in the top end, anyway. Ah, yes. Mermaid Prison is a flag that requires the key for all of the mermaid rooms on the mermaid floor.
It just locks all of them.
Yeah.
Because, as I said, I find it funny.
Boo this man.
Alright, Ale has two,
was a temper stick over on Phoenix's side.
And a lock hammer, no less.
Mhm.
Those are both nice to have. Those would help make Warmack a little more agreeable. And although Ale doesn't know it, Phoenixff does know Warmack is back-to-back in that encounter. Did Phoenixff grab the temper stick?
Phoenixff did grab the temper
Okay,
stick.
good.
Always remember to heal up after the lava floor. Good job, Phoenixff.
So I will note, you aren't going to figure this out because there's no way to figure this out. Lava damage is randomized between 4 and 10 damage per tile. Again, you ask why, and I say because it's funny.
No, that's fair. That's one of those things that, like, if I was actually in
Yeah.
the game, I could track it better.
Yeah. They're not really tracking it, but there were a couple times where they lost a lot of health early, and I'm not certain they actually understood why.
I mean, I just saw them walk through, like, a ton of lava tiles, and I just assumed that happens. Oh, Hall of Dragons is on.
I mean, this is a good fight to take if you can kill it.
Oh, definitely. Give me that number 3 tile.
And then Black Belt whiffs.
Yeah, Gasties have... Like, they don't have red D evasion, but their evasion's kind of up there. And here we are on Marsh. And Phoenixff tries to remember the right way to do it.
From the bottom.
Yeah.
See, I personally find this to be an obnoxious flag, the vertically flipped floors. But I turned it on because I know they actually like it. So I let their insanity take hold. Huh?
I like it too.
Yeah, no. I'd like it better if they didn't make such extensive changes to the floors in the process that I can't follow my own knowledge, you know?
Yeah. If there were an easier way to do it,
yeah,
it would be nice, but
yeah.
The way architecture is in FF1 kind of makes that hard.
Well, and the devs put in some weird extra path changes that just mess with my head, and I'm just like, I just can't.
I think if there was a way to put doors on the north wall of a room, then I think a lot of those changes could be reverted. But as far as I've been led to believe, that's not possible.
It's not. Not with the way the doors are constructed in this game. I mean, even Final Fantasy II and Final Fantasy III on the NES didn't do doors on the top side. It, there's our Invis 2 stick. It did it through... I mean, you could exit to the north side through... Ooh, Iron Gull. Exit to the north side through dungeons. They did program in a dungeon exit, but they didn't program in doors that could do it just due to the way the rooms are constructed.
Right.
I don't even think that there's a lot of rooms that are constructed like this in Final Fantasy 1. In the other two games, they kind of did it along like walls and so forth in the later games.
So, that, I believe, was a jingly power staff with a guaranteed item of Invis 2, which is a little flavorsome. Which also, I'm just going to mark off that that is a vanilla marsh incentive. I don't think I saw anything out of the marsh lockbox.
Well, there's only so many chests.
Nerika's Aquadex item? Yes. Ale has already seen it and bypassed it. Phoenixff has already seen it. I don't think Phoenixff cared about it either.
No, I think they both dropped it. And there's the slab, so that's the locked item.
That feels a little too conspicuous, so we're gonna call that random marsh lock for another item. I'm kind of building an incentive structure. I have a feeling I'm gonna be like 2 or 3 clicks off by the time I'm done with this, but I don't know. I feel like I'm building a decent picture as we go. Because like there's some things that just feel like it was just loose that landed there, and there's some things that feel like no, you purposely wanted something in here, but it's random placement.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to describe why exactly one feels one way and one feels the other way. It's just a gut feeling I have watching this unfold. Chat hanging in there with us. I know it's late on the East Coast. We're trying our hardest.
They doing what they can. I'm amazed Ale's still awake.
I know.
Yeah. He said there was a good chance he was gonna pass out.
I think when he messaged me the other night about this, he was just like, "Hey, you're always awake at unreasonable hours."
It's still a reasonable hour for you.
I mean, it's getting up there.
It's 11 right now for you. Like, I would... West Coast time over there. I'm usually up till 2 anyway, so this is only now getting to the point where I'm sitting there going, man, I need to go to bed soon.
Mm-hmm.
So... I started yawning. Oh, Canaria was attacked by the vampire. Okay. That's good to know.
Yeah, I believe Ale already bumped into Canaria.
Yeah. He did. I remember seeing them skip that Quad X shirt more than once. I just didn't realize it was in a vampire attack Canaria. Because my brain is starting to become jelly.
Mm-hmm. Phoenixff is going to get bummed out by ordeals. So what exactly is left on our plate for...
Well, I know Ale has...
Well, we have... Well, no, have we found I don't think we found Melmond.
We haven't.
No, we did... No, we did find Melmond. We have found Melmond and we have found Lefeinian.
Right, it was a non-vampire attack. Yeah.
Right.
So we can do that turn-in. That could be slab. Or that could be loot.
I don't think so, because we're really running out of anything else. Like, we've got the ice loop here, and that could be a thing. But, like, I'm pretty sure that what we're looking for is a result of the slab turn-in. I think slab turn-in is going to be floater. Yeah, we also have, as chat points out, we also have the rod lock unchecked, which could lead to carry.
There's our loot.
And there's our loot. Ale has found our loot in the ice loop. What location is that? I want to say that's on rack or waterfall. Yeah, that's on rack.
Blue.
So now all Ale needs is Sight of Carry. And not great options for figuring that out. Also, I'm just going to go ahead and mark off that is a random ice instead of. Damage tiles are real bosses here. Yeah, kinda.
Mm-hmm.
Also our old friend the Frost Giants.
Right. Second Breck home.
Interesting that he's not... Well, but at this point, the Black Belt does kind of monstrous damage. Brack is no longer, like...
Yeah.
more surefire plan. I'm also amending my estimate of trap boxes. I'm just going to crank it up to an even 100, and I'm flipping key items to always. Because it's been random whether or not rare treasure has been in it, but we've yet to encounter key items that have not been in it.
Princess, wait.
Ale has found Prince.
What was
that's
that?
a fastball. That was a fastball.
We already got one, so we don't need a second. Not when you're two-manning it.
This was a different fast bonk, I want to say.
I think you're right. I think it was a fast 5 instead of a fast 2 or something.
Yeah. So that's our guaranteed offense item is the fast, and that means our power gauntlet is incentivized. Oh yeah, we found the Thor hammer out in the middle of nowhere, and it didn't make the jingle, so that's not incentivized. Excal might have been incentivized, now that I think back on it, because we did hover over that box for kind of a little bit of time. Oh, chat saying that Lock 2 hammer did jingle. I don't actually have game audio feed, so I'm just guessing by how long the dialogue box is.
One day we'll get to see what's behind Rodlock.
Nope, and Saracen says that was Slab to Katana. So that's awkward. So either we've all missed a monster in a box that we were supposed to just bash our face through, or Floater is behind Rodlock. Somehow, somewhere. Because, like, there's 3 locations. Well, actually, if Cardia Forest, Cardia Swamp, and Cardia Grassy are all what they're supposed to be, and Cardia Tiny is the other dead end, because we've only seen, I think, one of the dead ends so far, this might actually still be floaterless.
I won't deny, you said there's no way for it to be floaterless with the number of dead ends and so forth. I'm sitting there going, well, without spoiling anything, I think there's certain rooms that still could be in there, all the Cardias, because Bahamut Treasury is on.
Because Bahamut Treasury is on,
yeah. And then, if the loose, like for instance, if the, if the incentivized marsh item is in bottom marsh, then top marsh is basically a dud as far as the game is concerned. I'm not sure.
I don't think it does the math that way.
Okay.
Because, just because of how it calculates link chests. I recall something that the dev said at one point where, like, it doesn't actually, like, think about link chests, it just thinks about, like, the vanilla chest location. But, at the same time, it calculates Bahamut's Horde after, like it calculates Bahamut's Horde. It's like, no, really, that's like the default location for everything. I could be wrong about that, but I feel like I heard one of the devs talking about that at one point. Anyway, Ael's fighting Secret Astaroth 2.
Is this in Hall of Dragons?
Yeah.
Ouch! No, run! Oh, it took him so long to get down here, too. That sucks. Oof.
Phoenix, with the rod, is approaching Mirage Tower, where Rodlock is. This could be the moment where Phoenix becomes Topher ready.
Good. Ouch, yeah, that's a lot of damage they're taking on that floor. That fire floor is evil.
I mean, like, Phoenix has got a white mage, it's basically infinite health.
Well, no, I was talking Ale. Ale just has a lot of heal pots.
Oh, wait a minute. As I am building this flag set, remove floater is grayed out.
For the record, to remove floater, because I've done this before, you have to turn on basically all the map edits.
Oh, I forgot to turn on Northern Docks. Yeah, okay, there it goes.
Which wouldn't be a big deal if not for OnRack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just like, hey, wait a minute. Oh, you mean like all the map edits you turned on? Yes. Yeah. No, Phoenix. You gotta do the other thing first. Wait, no, wait, where was Rodlock? Hang on.
Rodlock's inner C.
Help me. Rodlock is inner C. Rodlock is...
Gaia. It's Gaia. Oh, that's why I think it's inner C. He has to go to Gaia via either the river tile there or through the bridge to Lefeinian.
Riverdock. Riverdock's like right there.
Yeah, I don't know why he's going this way.
I think it might not have gone this way yet.
It's fair.
Yeah,
We'll just never get to see Rodlock.
Not holding herb and yeah, I don't think he's gone this way yet.
Ale finally made it through that floor, and now he gets to see the marsh.
Mm-hmm. And what was at the bottom of this was the slab that turns into a katana. And what was the other thing that was down here? It was in the vanilla box. It was gear. It was... Oh, Danny, help me. It was... not just a slab and marsh locked.
Yeah, I just see Matt slab and marsh lock. But it was a piece of gear of something, I think.
It was a piece of gear or something that I don't think we cared.
Which Ale may not even see the dingle for it because his inventory's full.
Yeah. So once, oh, Phoenix is
Maybe doing it?
circling.
I feel like we've all been circling. Hey, Darkman, make us a 2.5-hour flag set. Oh, really? Really?
I mean, if this is carry,
Technically.
Phoenix will get there, I don't know, into
Close to?
Topher at like 235-ish?
He has to decide whether or not he wants to class change.
I don't think he has a strong reason to.
If he didn't pick up Dragon Armor, then no.
Yeah.
I didn't notice whether or not he did pick it up. It was in the armory. I know that much.
Oh, the Invis 2 stick. That's what it was.
There we go.
Yeah, okay. This seems pretty gross even by flag set standards. I mean...
It's what they asked for.
They did ask for it.
They did ask for it. And that's not just me being spiteful. They literally asked me to do this.
Yeah.
About 2 years back for one of the R-Ank hardcore late-night races, Ale and Zeno asked me to make them a flag set, and they were like 2.5 hours or so would be good. It ended up being a 4-hour slog, and they both loved it. So, Ale asked me to do something similar this time, and I said I was going to aim for 2.5 hours, and 3.5, 4 hours if that happens, feels appropriate, honestly.
Honestly, I think you hit the target pretty well.
Pretty close, yeah. We'll go over details eventually, but I went for the target about what I think I was going for, like scale and everything else. So, question.
First, look behind Rodlock.
Who is back here? It is Carrie!
Okay, so yeah.
How do you tell if this is vertical without just checking every room?
Vertical, I believe the stairs are...
He went the wrong side stairs, because the stairs are... Yeah.
Sure did. Yeah.
So vertical, the stairs are...
On one row down from where they normally
Okay.
are.
That's weird, but okay. I think this should be the room, then. No? No. Okay. Well, then I just can't tell.
Maybe I was incorrect.
Don't go up. No, Phoenix, yeah, that way. That's the way.
The room's definitely on the right side.
Yeah. Because stairs indicate that to you.
Yeah.
And Ashura. This is a very nice NES sprite. Not to toot my own horn. But I totally will. Some of the SNES sprites down converted real pretty. Wow, she just did not care about any of those attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was better. That was definitely better. There we go.
Yeah, I forgot that vertical was not shown, but in my defense, I'm usually playing with relocate boxes, so I want to hit every room anyway.
And then Phoenix is coming here.
Yeah, for Topher.
Oh, Topher's here. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
For some reason, I was thinking it was on Circle C, but okay, cool. Thank you.
And we're gonna get our first look on short, mid, or long Topher. I mean, my bet's on long Topher, just because they asked me to 2.5 hours.
They asked for 2.5 hours, yeah.
Just what you do. Question in chat, why is there an NPC in the Fiend Room? That is a feature called recruiting, where essentially, once you either complete a key item objective, or once you kill a Fiend, if there is an NPC standing next to it that looks like one of the classes, you can talk to it, and at that point you can replace one of the members of your party with that character. There's other flavors of it where, like, you can force... It always replaces whatever the fourth slot is, or... I don't think with that version of recruiting, I don't think you can limit it to only open slots. But yes, you can recruit a character. Usually it starts at level 1 because empty character slots don't gain experience. However, in this particular flag set, the empty slots do gain experience. So if you have 2 party members that are level, if your party's been level 25 this whole time and you've got 2 nuns, when you recruit the character, that character is also going to be roughly level 25. Like, there's some differences, but in essence, it'll be the same level as everybody else. It's definitely a more interesting way to play, where you start with... You can start with a very limited party, and then just pick up like bits and pieces to add on along the way. If you replace a character that you had previously, they unequip all their gear and they unlearn all their magic when you replace them. And then they level up from 1, so they get all the charges they're supposed to get from naturally leveling. This is a pretty cool system.
It is.
I'm kind of really into it. So based on where Phoenix is going, this is Long Topher, which sure.
I want to share something else that they didn't discover, but was put in and they would never know. Technically, it's only 3 orb specific, but I turned off the orb hints.
So the funny part about that is that Phoenix did talk to the orb, and it just said, it just went.
Yeah, because he was smart enough to think maybe he didn't turn on all the orbs, and I didn't. I just didn't let them know. So
unfortunately, the last orb is one of the required ones.
Yeah. I mean, it was if the Circle C had laid out a little differently, he could have gotten in maybe a half an hour earlier. So, but yeah, no, that was one of those things I put in there just to be like, I wonder if they're gonna notice this.
So Ale checked the room, saw that it was wrong, is headed over to the other side. And then gets verticality wrong.
Yeah, well, it's hard with this flag set.
Meanwhile, over on Phoenix's side,
there was a Lich.
2,
Shiva.
Lich 2 did Lich 2 things.
Shiva 2, but still Lich 2.
Yeah. Alright, carry 2. We got a temper stick, a fast, an invis 2, and a lock 2.
I mean, Phoenix has levels, absorb, and a lot of good gear. Like, this, at least for these 2, Shiva and Ashura, I'm not too stressed about it for him.
Yeah. I like the preemptive lock 2 based on what we know about the stats. Boy, that was a heavy incoming hit. We're not going to bother to cure for it. If the black belt ends up going down,
Life 2.
We can just Life 2 after combat. Yep. We also tried Life 2ing in combat. I don't think any of our runners has bothered to try that yet for Spice. Would have been a very interesting kind of reverse troll moment. Where they just tell them after the fact, oh, you could have just Life 2'd in battle. What do you mean you didn't try it? It was there the whole time.
Oh, there will be a fair bit of that when we eventually get them in for an interview if we ever finish this flag set.
Phoenix is trying. Phoenix is making a strong effort.
He's doing real well so far. I give credit, like with the, not saying what I set it to, but with the scaling I set it to, I assumed there would be a misfire or 2 in Topher before things settled in, but they got way more levels also than I initially expected them to.
Alright, Leviathan 2. What do you got? We got fast, we got temper, we got lock 2. Fast goes off, temper goes off. Test swing.
Good damage.
6 hits. That seems good.
6 hits! That seems bad.
That's a hit.
I'll take the blizzard, thank you.
Yeah. Absolutely. So we're at around 1,500 damage-ish. Another 1,800. Yeah, no, I still feel very comfortable in my 150 to 300. Meanwhile, Ale climbing back on that hobby horse, taking another shot at Warmac.
Well, as long as Warmac only does spells, Ale's got this, because he's already done it once before.
Yeah. It's just once the melee comes out that
Then
everything falls apart.
Everything dies. Well, he did survive that this time, which is impressive. And he's so close to having that Warmac down.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was gonna say the Cure 2 didn't do much, but that would have made me a wrong person, because it
did everything.
Just enough.
Everything it needed to. Okay, we're at Astaroth at the Tia spot.
Ooh, that was a miss after a lock 2.
And Absorby. Well, we knew that this Astaroth wasn't fun, because we've already seen Ale fight it.
Right. That,
Ouch.
That's Pain Town. That's a lot of pain.
That was... Ouch, yeah. One hit, one damage.
This is where it would be nice to have the lock hammer available on somebody, because we need a bunch of these. 1 per turn is not exactly great. We only have so many Cure 4s. I'm getting a little worried about what we have. We are doing okay damage now. White Mage going down is a problem, but as long as we can carry the rest of the party through this fight, I think we'll be okay.
It's just Chaos after this.
It's just Chaos after this. What could be different about Chaos? Certainly nothing. Foreshadowing is a literary device. So let's just do a full heal real quick.
Let me put it this way. In one of these versions of the flag set, I had...
Oh, and we're out of heal pots. Okay, never mind. It's time to panic.
In one of these versions of this flag set, I had Warmac and Friends on. I'm not certain I do now. Chaos encounters.
Just a question in chat. Why does Ale only have 2 characters? Style points? I have been attempting to determine why Ale only has 2 characters for the last 2 hours and 40 minutes. I have not come to a determination as of yet. If I figure one out, I'll let you know.
Well, there goes one of our... there goes our fast caster.
That's an ouch. We don't have any ruse, and hoping that Chaos just stands there for 6 turns feels a little sketchy. Does that the Black Mage does not have restorative gear.
There's Ashura's Cure 3. Which doesn't matter because we haven't done any damage to him yet.
Right. Test swing, 4 hits, 299. That's not a number we wanted to see.
We want higher, especially with all those tempers he cast.
Yeah, the problem is I don't think we can stop Invis 2ing because that is a 300% punch coming our way, and there's no way we can survive that.
I don't really like seeing the Bane. I know we've got ribbons, but I still don't like it because the 3 and 256.
Sure. Alright, let's try now. Okay, good. We dodged an incoming punch. That's real good.
That's okay. That's not great. We need more lock.
We need more lock. I think this should be the last advance. I lost count.
I thought he was already at 6, but I apparently already lost count. He's out of locks.
That's not good. That's bad. Technical term for that is uh-oh. Alright, let's try some more. 4 hits, 534. I mean, it's damage. It's not great damage, but it's damage. We don't have any bad spells coming in so far. We don't have any bad skills coming in so far. But we also don't have any good damage going out so far. This is just... like, we're trying. We're trying real hard. 4 hits, 5 hits. There's a nuke. We lost the Black Mage, but the Black Mage already did everything we needed it to do.
Ouch!
Nuclear taking us down to 200 is not spectacular. But, having been threatened, the fighter has decided to find the gas pedal.
He really did! Is that a...
It's same amounts of damage.
Well, it doesn't matter if it was a crit loop or not, he did it.
It's a crit loop, but we
He
got
did it.
there.
Yep. Official racetime.gg time of 2 hours, 33 minutes, 4 seconds. Phoenixff has won this race.
Hooray!
Hooray! So we should see if they want to come in for interviews. They may or may not. Ale may have just gone to bed. I'm dragging Phoenixff. Oh, Phoenixff dragged himself in. GG's, Phoenixff.
GG.
Guys, that was fun.
Dang.
That was a...
Yeah. So, what did you think?
That start. Oh, man. Yeah, so many mistakes.
So, I'm not certain you could have had a much worse starting character-wise than what the game did here. Like, I think if you'd gotten a fighter or something else for the early game, it may have been a little easier, because that black belt was pretty useless.
Yeah, he definitely sucked, and it didn't help that I made the mistake of not going deep enough to find Lefeinian early. So I was just using the shirt and the stick for, well, ever. And that didn't go very well. But got through it, but that was good.
Fizzle, you had thoughts. I think the two of you should start comparing notes.
So, at what point, were you... I'm trying to come up with a way to phrase this. I know early on there was a problem with monsters in boxes all over the place. At what point, did your strategy kind of revolve around, all right, no matter what, I have to just find boxes and get rid of boxes, versus I just have to find an NPC and hope the NPC gives me what I want? Because there definitely seemed like there was a flip in there at one point where we stopped exploring and we finally hunkered down and decided, all right, I finally have to open these stupid boxes. Was there like a specific point that happened for you?
I think it was right around the point that I actually finally got spells and got my white mage in there, where I was kind of stabilized. And it helped that a few of those boxes were right next to town inns, so it was easy enough to just duck out and do a couple of them and duck back in. But yeah, before that, I was just exploring and praying and hoping, and it wasn't going very well.
In terms of, so you started with a black belt black mage. You picked up some recruits along the way. Was there something you were hoping to see that you didn't find, be it more duplicates or like different classes or something?
No, I was actually glad to find the white mage right away, because I had noticed that life 2 was level 1 and cure 4 was relatively low, and knowing how this flag set was going with the crazy amount of damage from the lava tiles, I was going to need healing. So finding that right away was good. And then I had to think for a second whether or not I was going to just stay with the black belts. The Masa plus 2 or 3 or whatever it was. When I saw the fighter, I just absolutely took that, because I just didn't think I was going to be able to get the black belt high enough to really get through this.
How comprehensive were the notes you took for this? Because I have a feeling there was a lot of boxes that fell into the "dang it, I'll be back later" category.
Notes?
Yeah.
Y'all take
My
notes?
man.
I was so worried that I left the loot behind somewhere.
Mhm.
That was the last thing I was looking for, and I knew there was a few key items missing. There was a few boxes, and I couldn't remember if I had gotten the incentives in some of the dungeons, and I was basically hoping and praying.
Mhm.
Giant sigh of relief when I saw the loot drop.
Mhm. Also, GG to Ale, who is declined the interview but is present in chat. GG, Ale, we need to talk, buddy. Tell me more about your glorious two-man strategy in a brief chat post.
So I noticed in chat you guys have been comparing notes and things. What did you think was going on for some of the beats of this flag set?
Well, for me, I was trying to figure what is the absolute worst crap that could possibly be, and that's probably what you gave us. So I assumed the absolute worst. I tried the cheeky 3-orb play. Didn't work.
It
I
was
figured you
on.
had something. It was on. It was just the wrong 3 orbs.
Yeah, carry must have been one of the 3 required. Not that you can know,
Yeah.
because the hints were off.
Yeah. I was assuming basically every dungeon was going to be some sort of an incentive, and I assumed it was going to be random.
Yep.
And then I was just hoping and praying after that.
They were, and there was, I did turn on 2 loose as well, but not in incentivized dungeons. I was curious if you guys were going to pick up on that.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I'm wondering where those 2 loose were, because I'm assuming one of them was probably floater.
You found them both fairly early, I want to say.
If they're not in incentivized dungeons, that might have been. If Excal was incentivized, then that would have been both in ordeals because there were 2 items in the same dungeon.
It wasn't. The incentives were Katana, Vorpal, Defense, Thor, Power Gauntlet, Power Staff, White Shirt, Black Shirt, and Ribbon.
Okay. I got most of the way there.
Mm-hmm. You did. You honestly guessed a lot, because you were right. The scaling was 150 to 300 on bosses. Enemies were clamped 100 to 200.
Oh, interesting. So I was a little off. I had guessed 70 to 250.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think that would average similarly. The average was 141.
Right.
If we look at the website, 70 to 250.
That's average 132, yeah.
Yeah, it's close. It's close.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys seem to pick up pretty quick on all the map edits being on. That was the only way I could get floaterless to work, was to turn every map edit on.
Yeah.
Oh, floaterless. Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. That explains it.
Yep. I did make the overworld scale low. It was only 40% on the overworld, but dungeons were supposed to be 80%. Somehow it ended up being, like, a giant mess of hero runs, and then you guys didn't really see encounters anyway, so that felt bugged, but I'm not going to quibble too much. Whatever. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm. I think that's it for my questions. Darkmoon, do you have any questions?
Well, you are now the champion, Phoenix. So obviously a giant target is painted on your back. Question number 1 is, how long do you think this is going to last?
About 3 days.
Well, technically you are safe until after the async closes on Wednesday. No one can challenge you until then.
Okay, so about 2 days after that.
How does it feel to be the champ?
Kind of cool.
Yeah? Hey!
Yeah, it's kind of cool, even though knowing it'll be very short-lived.
Guess what, though? You just got the champion status. Yeah, you won it. You won it fair and square, no less.
I ain't even cheating yet.
Secondly, so you've played a couple of the flag sets so far, and I'm sure you have favorite flags that you like in general. If you survive through the mid-season challenge match for whoever has the most points, was there any flag you were looking at turning on for anything? Anything you like that you want to see in these flag sets?
I'll be totally honest, I haven't even looked at half the flag sets yet, so I don't even know if there's something that needs to be turned on.
Well, what's a favorite flag of yours?
Oh, I'm definitely a proc gen guy. And I think Ale's also a proc gen guy, so I think there's already a proc gen flag set.
I'm
I could be
pretty
wrong,
sure that the flag set failed when I made the original version of this because I clicked on Proc Gen Waterfall, and it didn't like that. So I learned well enough to copy the flags before I hide them after that, so that way I could keep making tweaks when we rolled our 8 versions of this before we finally settled on one. Final question, of course, is: did you enjoy the fact that you basically got your 2.5-hour slog?
You know, it's you said 2 to 2.5 hours, and I'll
Mhm.
give you credit. You were spot on with that. Well done.
Over by about 4 minutes, so...
No, that was fun. Good job on the flag set. That was delightfully, horribly fun.
Thank you. I think with that, did Ale ever get back to us on any of his points?
Yes. So, in regards to the 2-man, TLDR was hoping for the best and would funnel levels to the black belt. And also, after he saw the mech on the hard reset in Sky, should have picked up people, but didn't. And figured floaterless, but had doubts until remembered that he hadn't done Rod yet. Was looking for floater to get to Cardia since Carry was either there or behind the Rod. But GG, and he is proud of his FF Rando teammate. And good luck with the good luck holding the champion spot.
You did earn it. Nothing else, you earned it. I need to make sure I add you to the Hall of Giants, because you got to keep the title for a little while.
For 6 days-ish.
Maybe. You never know. Depends on who challenges you. That's the benefit of being the champ. You get to choose from the opals who you play against if anyone decides to challenge you.
Yeah, there are no good challenges.
Anyway, I think I'm good at this point. Fizzle, do you want to take us on home? Or do you want me to do the thing before you take us home?
You should do the thing.
Alrighty. Well, if you've lasted this long, you like what you saw, and you want to see more, come to FinalFantasyRandomizer.com, where you can find links to the Discord and the Development Discord, as well as resources, our wiki, everything you need to learn the randomizer and become part of the community. We had the Duck Boot Camp that we just did, which is training sessions. 6 weeks, 12 classes, videos, tutorials, everything you need to learn the randomizer. Still a great time to get into it because all of those flags are fresh. We have plenty of new people that are in here that are happy advising newer players. All of our vets are around. They're happy advising newer players. And the spring new player tournament, the Duck Derby, is going on. That was actually what came on just before ours over on Speed Gaming 2. After that, we have a few other things, some surprises and other things coming along. But co-op we can discuss. Summer Bingo is coming up we can discuss. Those things and more. Honestly, along with Lefeinian going on basically anytime there's nothing else going on, Final Fantasy Randomizer doesn't really stop. We don't know how to not do something at all times, all day. Oh, and our marathon's coming up in middle of June with his all the randomizer communities coming together for a good cause. So you should check that out, June 14th, 15th, and 16th. And with that, Fizzle, take us home.
Everyone, if you have made it this far into this video, thank you so much for joining us. For everybody here at the Final Fantasy Randomizer community, my name is Lord Fizzlebeef, and we will see you all next time. Have a good night, everyone.